On May 19th, Reserve Bank of India issued a press release stating that it has granted in principle approval to the National Bank of Dubai Public Joint Stock Company, United Arab Emirates to set up a wholly owned subsidiary in India. Currently, the bank operates in India through 3 branches located in Chennai, Gurugram, and Mumbai. This is the same entity that had expressed interest in the sale process of IDBI Bank, initiated by DIPAM, Department of Investment and Public Asset Management, which operates under the Ministry of Finance. This was reported by Money Control way back in January 25. The proposed move follows a similar route through which DBS Singapore acquired Lakshmi Vilas Bank from the private sector. However, in the history of Indian banking, this marks the first instance of a public sector bank being privatized. The Reserve Bank of India had classified IDBI Bank as private sector bank on January 21, 2019, but only for regulatory purposes. However, as of now, the Government of India maintains the stand that IDBI is a public sector institution, and precisely with this, DIPAM has been assigned the task to disinvest IDBI. In line with this, the Government of India, in a cabinet meeting held on 5th May 2021, decided to disinvest its 30.48% stake along with LIC's 30.24% stake, a combined total of 60.72%, and transfer management and control to the entity that acquires the majority shareholding. Since then, the disinvestment process has been overseen by Department of Investment and Public Asset Management. This marks the 5th consecutive year in which IDBI Bank has reported significant profits amounting to Rs 7,516 crore. The bank has also made remarkable progress in reducing its gross non-performing assets, which once stood at 55,588 crore or 27.95% of total advances, the highest in the banking industry. These have now come down to Rs 6,695 crores or just 2.98%. The bank's provision coverage ratio is an impressive 99.48%, likely the highest in the sector. Against this backdrop, it is quite disheartening to see that despite such a turnaround, IDBI is now being prepared for privatization, even as it emerges as one of the best performing banks. In the context of Indian banking, one may ask, why is the Government of India so eager to sell IDBI Bank, and that too to a foreign entity? How does this align with the NDA government's broader vision of self-reliance, Atmanirbhar Bharat? On one hand, the government intervened to rescue an ailing private sector bank, Yes Bank, by directing a public sector entity, the State Bank of India, to infuse capital. On other occasion, it bailed out private sector telecom operator Vodafone by converting its debt owed to the government into equity. Yet, at the same time, it is moving to sell a profit-making IDBI Bank into foreign hands. This contradiction raises serious questions about the consistency of the government policies and its long-term vision for the Indian banking sector. This is a classic case of privatizing profits and nationalizing losses. IDBI Bank is the very institution in which Government of India infused Rs 23,229 crores between 2013 and 2019 to 20. Additionally, LIC, a public sector entity and an extended arm of government, was directed to inject Rs 21,624 crore to bail out IDBI. All of this came from taxpayers' hard-earned money, which the government used to revive IDBI Bank, only to now sell it off to foreign entity. This approach is deeply unfair. The government must reconsider its decision to sell IDBI Bank, a national asset, in the greater interest of the country.